Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're looking at Rivian. Rivian soars on the R2 launch, and they've amassed over 68,000 pre-orders in the first 24 hours. This was incredible. Today we'd like to have a look at the reaction to the new Rivian R2, the Rivian R3 and R3X, three new vehicles by Rivian. Now the Rivian stock has seemed remarkable during the last 2-day surge, defying a recent analyst downgrade and reflecting investors' optimism fueled by the company's electrifying launch event on Thursday, while UBS Double downgraded Rivian stock from buy to sell just last month, citing production concerns. Rivian's strategic move appears to be resonating with the market. So a huge question on the market, would this be a threat for Tesla? And you know what? I definitely think so. Unlike other EV companies like NIO, XPeng, these companies, they're either in Asia where you've got Mercedes, BMW, they're in Europe. They do sell cars in the USA as well. But the slight difference is that Tesla is a US company and Rivian is the same. They have the same appeal. In fact, before Rivian started selling vehicle, they already amassed a huge following, a huge amount of investment and respect. And that's before they started selling vehicles. And it was truly genius what Rivian did. They started with the exact vehicle that they knew the American people wanted: SUVs and pickup trucks. Not small SUVs and pickup trucks, large SUVs and pickup trucks. They were delivering pickup trucks before Tesla. Tesla only just started delivering the Tesla Cybertruck. And even in the Cybertruck, it's only being delivered to a set few. So only selected few are getting the Cybertruck so far. And I think it's fair to say the Rivian R1S definitely offers consumers more than the Tesla vehicle, such as the Tesla Model Y and the Tesla Model X. Those are both SUVs, but the Rivian offers plenty more space. It offers the American market exactly what they like: a boxy, luxurious electric vehicle that is extremely powerful, but at the same time, it is extremely American. So in many respects, people could say this is a company threat to Tesla. And it really is, because Elon Musk does pay some attention to Rivian. He does. And from time to time, he makes a few comments saying that they will go bankrupt if they don't cut costs, which is true. And they've been losing a lot of money. They've been losing a lot of money per vehicle they produce. And I think this year they're actually actively looking on how to improve that. So we're looking forward to how much they can reduce the costs, reduce the losses that they're sustaining currently in order to be a successful company long term. The catalyst for the stock surge was Rivian's unveiling of not just one, but three highly anticipated SUVs. First, it came with the R2 compact SUV for $45,000 US. Incredible, because for one, this vehicle, it looks like a real SUV. It's not, there's no question about that. And to be at $45,000 is it's an incredible bargain for this company. And it's fair to say that I can see a lot of people choosing this vehicle over the Model Y. I can see why it might have a lot of appeal, especially in the US market. This is exactly what they like, this type of vehicle. Now, there was the surprise introduction of the two additional models, the R3 and R3X. The R3 and R3X are fairly similar. They're basically the same vehicle. However, the R3X is slightly wider, and also it's more performance compact. It's almost the same vehicle, just in a slightly different trim. It's just more compact, more for off-road and more for adventure. And if I was to get a Rivian vehicle, that's what I'd probably get, is the R3X. Needless to say, this will be more expensive than the R3. I can see the R3 starting from 35 grand. I can see the R3X starting from 40 grand. Estimate. Now, the funny thing is that Rivian actually hasn't released any information about the pricing of these vehicles. No information at all. You just have to make your own guesses. But given that the R2, which is larger than the R3 and R3X, given that that vehicle is starting at 45,000, we can at least expect the R3 and R3X to be somewhat cheaper. Maybe even significantly cheaper, like 10,000, possibly between 5 to 10,000. Now, with these 68,000 orders in 24 hours, this was amassed only for the R2. Understand, This does not include the R3 and R3X. In fact, I don't even think those are available to start pre-order yet. And we're expecting to get the R2 in 2026 in deliveries. That's coming to the European countries as well. That's coming to the European continent. But I just want people to understand, this does represent some brand power for Rivian. Now, to reserve this vehicle, the R2, it's approximately $100, which means that Rivian has made over $6.8 million so far based on that alone. But that's just an initial reservation. If you want to pre-order the vehicle long term, I'm guessing Rivian is going to ask you to pay up some more money. Could be $5,000, could be $10,000. But usually how this works is that companies usually ask for more money, maybe 3 months down the line, 6 months down the line, sometimes only a few weeks down the line. But it's incredible that they've already amassed over 6.8 million. That's really incredible. And for Rivian, I'm guessing this is chump change. This is not a lot of money at all. So what if those customers have to pay a full deposit to really preserve your order of 5,000? Let's just give it a rough estimate. Rivian would make $340 million with those pre-orders alone. But that's assuming that all 68,000 people pay $5,000 to pre-order this vehicle. It's going to be a reduced figure. Some people are going to cancel. Lots of people are going to cancel, of course. But this is still a huge positive for Rivian. Now, the R2 starting at $45,000 positions itself as the direct competitor to the Tesla Model Y, while the R3 is expected to be more affordable, targeting the budget consensus segment currently dominated by the Tesla Model 3. This broader price spectrum has investors bullish on Rivian's ability to challenge Tesla's stronghold on the lower price EV market. So we do have some information from Rivian News as well. They've broken it down in their own way, basically saying, adding fuel to the fire, Rivian has reportedly secured a staggering 68,000 pre-orders for the R2 since its launch. This translates to a potential revenue near of $4 billion. That's if people pay full, or at least if they take out these vehicles on credit, on finance. That's already $4 billion for Rivian. And I assume these 68,000 pre-orders will continue to rise as people order more of these vehicles, or reserve these vehicles, I should say. But long term, it's worth over $4 billion already. So honestly, we shouldn't be too surprised that the stock has really done well in the last few days alone. Now it's Saturday today, so the market is closed yesterday. But I was happy to see the Rivian stock just exploded on the same day the new vehicles were announced. Now, the overwhelming early responses from consumers underscores the market excitement about Rivian offering a bolster investor confidence in the company's future. I'd say investors are a lot happier seeing the newer vehicles, Rivian will go from being a 2-car company to a 3, then a 5-car company. That's really amazing. This is a plan that can really secure Rivian's future for the next 3 to 5 years. 10 years down the line, I can see them bringing out more vehicles. But for the next 3 to 5 years, this is it. This is L plan. This is the main goal. This is the main priority. Now, the road ahead for Rivian. The coming months will be crucial for Rivian, as pre-orders might open up for the R3 and production ramps up. The real test will be how these vehicles perform in real-world testing and how consumers react to the final products. Based on the initial response in new models, the strategy decision made by Rivian's leadership, and the early pre-order success, the future looks bright for the innovative EV manufacturer. The 2-day stock price increase may just be the beginning of the bullish run for Rivian as they continue to challenge Tesla dominance and accelerate the future of electric mobility. And once again, the conversations have stirred up. Should Apple buy Rivian? Should they take Rivian from Amazon? That was my opinion. They should just take it from Amazon. Amazon does not own Rivian fully, but they own a decent percentage. I don't think they're going to let that go. We all remember when Mercedes sold 10% of Tesla for about 100 or 200 million. Speaking of which, at the highest Tesla stock price, that 10% must have been worth over $100 billion. I can guarantee you Mercedes is regretting it, and they will regret it for the rest of their living days. Lately, we've seen a similar structure by Volvo and Polestar, but Volvo is holding on to at least 18% worth of the Polestar company. That's smart. Don't make the same mistake as Mercedes. So I don't think Rivian will make the same mistake as Mercedes. If anything, Rivian probably wants to buy the company. It's a mystery to me why Rivian haven't been bought by Amazon already. I'm serious. It's a mystery because you see these companies that are doing amazing thing and all they need is some additional funding. Companies like Apple and Amazon, they have unlimited funding. They just can just throw money at Rivian. And that's all it takes to make Rivian the next Tesla. And I'm confused till this day why that hasn't been done yet. But I'll be honest as well. If they buy Rivian, Rivian will most likely become a private company under their umbrella. And I kind of want Rivian to remain a public company. I like to own shares in the company. I like to be a part of the company, a part of the journey, a part of the success. And the stock price is now $12.78. The incredible thing is that after trading, it's been up in the last week, I'd say it's been up over 17%. That's absolutely incredible for Rivian. They're back above 12.49 billion in market cap. Still undervalued and cheap for my opinion. Let's not forget, Q4 last year, 2023, they made 1.32 billion. Throughout the entire year of 2023, it looked like they might have made just over, probably more than 4 billion, between 4 to 5 billion they made last year. That's about half their market cap. You mean to tell me that they can make that in 2 years? They can make their entire market cap back in 2 years. That's an incredibly undervalued company. So I can't wait to see when they improve the manufacturing, lower the cost of manufacturing, increase margins, bring out these new vehicles, build that new factory. New factory has been built in Georgia, by the way. The Illinois factory is actually being upgraded. It's going to be shut down for a matter of weeks, and it will be improved to manage these manufacturing scale, that they're trying to scale it up, and I respect that. And we need more factories, bigger factories. Essentially, Rivian just needs more funding, if I'm being completely honest. But that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. I'm going to make a new Rivian video about the Amazon Apple situation. Should Amazon buy Rivian? Should Apple buy Rivian? I've already made that video, but I'm going to make another one because things are changing. Apple just announced that they've terminated their car project. Are they considering buying another company? Polestar, Rivian, Lucid? I don't know, but we need to look at it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.